First off, I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kabadash. I also want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders who taught me this word at Great Millstone. I also want to give a salutations to the elect scattered across the four corners of the earth. Things are really getting serious right now. All right. So just to find out that the World Economic Center, I think if that's the true name of it, I'm about to play the video here too, just mandated everybody to get the digital ID, and that's the United States. So pretty much, let me break it down in a nutshell. How I see it, and through, I don't really have no scriptures because the scriptures come back down to the same scripture. Revelations 13:16. For he causes, roughly paraphrase, he causes all men, both great and poor, free and bond, to receive a chip, which is their charagma, in their right hand or in their forehead. All right, and I'm not saying that this digital ID is that. It's not that yet, but it's the prelude to that. And this digital ID is going to be the start of that, because with this digital ID, it's going to bring in the famine of the word, because now everybody's going to have a digital tag to their social media accounts. And this digital ID, pretty much, in a nutshell, is the Lord's plan, but it's to shut up the prophets. All right, so with that being said, we don't have much time to teach. Hey, you people need to take heed right now. You got 5 seconds left on your grace period. All right, you got 5 seconds left in your grace period, right? Because eventually we're gonna have to take the digital ID. No more freedom of speech. No more freedom. No more spending money when you want to. No more getting online, talking bad about the system that they're creating. No more uploading nothing. No more speaking. We're about to be in a digital prison. And then you to show that the prophet was among you, because this is all we've been talking about. Right? I posted a video on this. And it got 1 view. That's crazy work. But let me play this video, man.
And when you see this, holy fuck, we're all screwed. So this is from the World Economic Forum's own website on their digital ID that they want to implement throughout the world. Let's take a look at all the facets of the digital ID and what they want to bestow upon the population of the world. First of all, financial services, digital IDs to open bank accounts and carry out online financial transactions, followed by food and sustainability for farmers and consumers to verify produce and to enhance the value and traceability of supply chains. Don't forget travel and mobility. You can use your digital ID to book trips and go through borders. I'm sure you'll have to have it at some point. Here you go, humanitarian response. Access services to demonstrate qualifications to work in a foreign country. So I guess borders are gone with it when it comes to work. E-commerce, there's your digital ID to shop and conduct business transactions and payments online. Here's a fun one, social media platforms. To use your digital ID for social interactions, to access third-party services that rely on social media.
See, so that's the famine of the word. You hear that? And this is real, folks. World Economic, whatever you call it, website, CDC, if I'm saying stuff right. All right. They said, hey, that's why Apple came out with the Apple came out with the digital ID app, because they want to be the first ones to make a lot of profit off this, because this is gonna be the new norm. And Apple said by the beginning of next year they're gonna roll this out. And why do you think Thailand and Vietnam, 86 million people lost their bank account required to get digital ID? Why do you think the UK came and told everybody if they don't get the digital ID they can't work? And there's more places too. I think it's Charlotte, I'm not sure, they're rolling out the digital ID. Hey, everybody's rolling out the digital ID. It's time to do away with cash. Now these ninjas gonna be dropping rap songs with digital ID. All right, this is where we're headed. AI, digital ID, artificial intelligence is taken over. And this is what the scriptures is talking about. This is the beast system. All right, the beast system that Esau and Edom and these heathens created. That they want us all digital slaves. As you see, we can't do nothing. Absolutely a damn thing without this digital ID. All right, then this digital ID is going to eventually turn into the charagma. All right, because one thing about the digital ID, you can still steal it. You can take somebody's phone and use it. You can wait till somebody, if it got facial recognition. I know one of my exes used to break in my phone, wait till I went to sleep to see if I had other chicks' numbers in there. She would just scan my face while I'm asleep. There's ways around the digital ID, so eventually they're going to have to switch it into that charagma, that mark, that MOTB. Revelations 13:16.
Log it. So it's digital ID to get online, so they can track every fucking word you say. Then, of course, they'll arrest you for hate speech. To anonymity on social media. In our countries, no one can walk the streets with a mask on their face or drive a car without a license plate. No one can send packages without showing an ID or buy a hunting weapon without giving their name. And yet, we are allowing people to roam freely on social networks without linking their profiles to a real identity. This paving the way for misinformation, hate speech, and cyber harassment, because it is facilitating the use of bots.
See that? Hate speech. Can no longer log on. He's talking about people having freedom of speech. No, like we've been saying, hey, the famine of the word, because they deem teaching the scriptures the right way as hate speech. Anyways, they say we tease, if you know what that is. All right, we ain't no tease. We just teaching the Bible, man. We ain't got no plans on doing nothing. We waiting on the Lord, all right, to come redeem us and save us from this devil. So as you see, hate speech. He's sitting here giving a whole comment on freedom of speech. Hey, they talking about, hey, you can't travel without this. You can't get online without this. You can't even order a package without this. So everything's going to be linked to who you are. No more hiding. No more speaking. You're going to shut up and do what the government say. All right? And that's pretty much what he's saying. That's why you think they got all these detention centers set up everywhere. They knew they was rolling out this plan. This is the NWO, the Georgia Guidestones. All right, it's about to get hectic and crazy out here. This is just the beginning of Jacob's trouble, the beginning of sorrows, and this is what's going to lead us into that second Edges 15. I think it's starting at, it might be second Edges 9 and 16, going to Revelations second Edges 15, to the sedition among men, to civil war. That's what this thing is going to lead, because not a lot of people are not compliant to this. And definitely when they turn it to the MOTB, all right, so it's about to go down here in America. You people still sleep. You're still lollygagging around. You're still playing around. You're waiting on Thanksgiving so you can make you your turkey for Thanksgiving. All right, you can't wait for Christmas, but then we got Matt Slaughter around the corner. with this freedom of speech thing, hey, they gonna make it strict, bro. They gonna come down on Jake. Even on you Edomites out here speaking out against the mountains, the powers, the system of this beast system. You speaking out against it, hey, he might bring back draconian laws. Because gotta remember, because they're gonna eventually start forcing people to take their MOTB. They're gonna try to. Right, the guillotine, firing squad, draconian law, the death sentence for poison, anything they can get away with. Because you gotta remember, we're dealing with the devil, hanging on a tree. Hey, if you don't comply to this system, you're gonna be thrown in a detention center, aka a concentration camp. Hey, Trump just signed an executive order. It's called, I think it's called, roughly paraphrasing, executive order, stop crime, something else. So pretty much it's to get rid of homelessness is now against the law. All right, if you strung out on drugs or any type of way, they're gonna throw you inside a detention center they call rehabilitation, but really it's just forced labor. All right, so they coming for this place, man. This is judgment from Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem Rakakbadash. And as I'm driving, I can't see nothing. It's raining really bad. All right, I just pray the Lord and the angels are with me, and I don't slide off the interstate, because I can't see nothing, you know. But hey, with the scriptures, just speaking, though, when these times come, all right, this is the time for the hopeful elect to get ready, get more serious. All right, I know we already serious, but it's another level, more faith. Hey, I saved a prayer, a Hebrew prayer for more faith, because you might think you got enough faith, but you might not, because you got to remember, in the book of Daniel 12 and 9, I think, or 9 and 12, it says that this would be like no other time on earth. So this is going to be like no other time on earth. It's going to be worse than slavery. It's going to be worse than World War I, World War II. And we're going to visualize these things, and we're going to be in the midst of it. And we're going to go through a lot of scenarios and a lot of things that we got to go through. But we got to have the faith of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. We got to have faith that the Lord going to feed us. We got to have faith that the Lord going to protect us and our families. So that's why we do the work now. While the rest of these people think the scriptures is a joke and they're playing around, here comes mass slaughter. You know, I wish I could pull this preset. I would have to Google it because I can't even think of the correct words. But it says that people be led to a slaughter, roughly paraphrasing, and this is the slaughter that y'all being led to. You already see the government don't like you. You already see that these devils hate you, but then you still choose to turn your back on Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, and turn to Jesus Christ. Hey, Jesus, Esau Christ can't help you at what's coming. All right, so it's time, hey, to start fasting more, start anointing yourself more, distancing yourself away from these people more, because these people about to lose their top. Bro, stop dropping them on me like that. You know I can't see. It's a car.
If you look at CUN, if you look at G8, that's international organizations, they are not enough. We need more executions to develop.
See, he said we need more executions. Hey, because they're trying to get the world down from all these billions and billions of people to 500 to 400 million, I think. Something like that. I'm wrong, but they want a lot of people dead. All right, because they got a new sickness that they pushed on people. They got quarantine centers set up. They got concentration centers. They're all set up. This place is set up for the mass slaughter, and thanks to Donald, hey, the elite families using Donald Trump to do this thing. You people are fucked. All right. There's no way out of this great slaughter coming. Hey, so I turned the video up. I don't think I can't hear it, so I know y'all can't hear it. But I hope whatever y'all did hear it was edifying. Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. Hey, shalom.